Mao Liangmai Imphal Markets defies politicians' allegation of Valley people mistreating Hill residents, asserts Chief Advisor of Liangmai Imphal Market Committee, Pm-Istv. While awaiting resettlement, women at relief camps fear they will have to forego Ningol Chakoba celebration again. DC Bishnupur Puja Alangbam urges people to mark Ningol Chakoba by buying local products in order to boost state's economy. Hello viewers, you tune to Istv English News at 4. Now the news in detail. Chief Advisor of Liangmai Imphal Market Committee, Pm-Istv, has maintained that the thriving Mao and Liangmai Imphal markets have contradicted the allegations made by politicians, showcasing that the Valley community hasn't mistreated Hill residents. He made the remark during the opening of the special Mega Liangmai Imphal Market organized at the Kilambam Leka Youth Club, Sega Road. Chairman of Liangmai Imphal Market Committee, K.H. Chinkai Luwangcha, President of Liangmai Naga Council, R. Machundobo, President of the Kilambam Leka Youth Club, Bebam Boybi too, attended the program. Pm-Istv further stated that people from hill areas selling vegetables and fruits in different localities are welcomed warmly by the Valley people. He also expressed the need of each community to open their own market in Imphal City, which will support the local indigenous producers. He then called for joint efforts to open a permanent Liangmai market as similar to Mao market.
Aranbawa Shwaida Mitei Mijamiamna Mitei Kunaina Kanbawa Kanga Politics of Ganguna Sandoka Pauga, Anisiki Kenabase, Masi Tamna Tamna Kwe Handan Bachangi, Aduga Tasing, Tasena Tampak, the lady Bamiam Sixina, Kayam Nushige, Kayam Luna Kanbage, Akomasen Mating Pamina Kamane, Hingage Habagi, Honabazikayam, Honabi Bage Habase. Witness of Visineva, the Masish Minusum Tawata Rakanda, Aranba politics, Aranba Wakanda, Sandu Boching as Zizu, Akomayam Nushinabagi Marisi, Jane, Sumpura Saladi, my Tiba people Nongani have.
R. Machundobo said Liangmai has never treated Valley people as strangers. He hoped that the Liangmai Imphal market will bring harmonious bond between the people of different communities, and Liangmai farmers no longer worry about their producers being perished.
Yolambai Bangiamsi, Ubukanda, Ohaniam Pele, Samaina Pule Erga, Akoi Chinino, Akoi indigenous meeting, Yesman Pulerga, Matam Gesaman, Unobugi Wakalda, Nungai Vibsi, Lobomiga, Yonamizi, Adami, Mudayam Powe. Adana Sigumba initiative, Lobidiba, Muruena Kogi, Yamai, Imphal Market Committee, Adu Muruena club members in Nasiguma, Mafamba Java Pire Erga, Moina Mateng Pangpire Erga. Market si mapung pahan bagi damakta yamna once again ay lingmay miyam ki tarap tigi I should say thank you yam nungay re noy tawim siya koy sukaw kohloy hay si once again tamningi.
Ningol Chakoba, the most significant festival of the Meiteis, falls on the second day of the Hyangay month in the Manipuri lunar calendar. On this day, brothers invite their married sisters to a grand feast, reuniting them with their families. As the festival approaches, markets are bustling with shoppers preparing for the celebrations. However, the atmosphere is starkly different in relief camps where internally displaced persons, the IDPs, have been sheltering for the past 2.5 years. Displaced women struggling to make ends meet expressed their longing to participate in the festival, but with resettlement uncertain, they fear another year of missed celebrations. Here's a report.
Ningol Chakoba is a very important and significant festival which is celebrated annually on the second day of lunar month Hyangay. This year also, this Ningol Chakoba is of course a very important and significant festival which shows the bond of love between the married women and the paternal families. This year's this Ningol Chakoba is also on 23rd of this month. Many people are ready to celebrate this Ningol Chakoba with much gusto, but let us see how do IDPs brothers brothers and sisters who have been staying in relief camp for about 2 years and 5 months field with the advent of Ningol Sakoba with a special ISTV report from the field.
Hajiksu chahi gi chingu ningon sakau ko nena mayamna langnari magi mayum da leiba mina de masa ma su gi tang tong da ba di haidan langnari se ai kuju kari gi isa gi damakta phali ama ta su phi ma ta su koi kari piningoi dai no ba paisa lai ta bai maram jina koi upai le jada bani na ngasi akoi tumina tung genan sarak pham tumina ka chanda le jari se asi mangai de
chanpi juda kumsi dis mai tawre chahi ani sujale aduna kitang kano tawra kanda chakau baje tamna tawra ji khole jai bada yam rau na mane bi hare ko ton ka sukai de khote na dum khangi khole karimbo nungai ta ko ta khan ga nu an di haire ga nakan de ki machana pi pisak pik class 2 3 ka bam le ba mana khoi ma je ka pe na haire e ko asma de gonda kaiduma phau ai ta re
isa bibingira mama chakau chaloi dara ha adubu ipam di yengu aigidi loina relief camp da leirabani na chakau bina busu laite aduga mi punam manga chakau bagi langi ba kholi ba mayam je aiju yam chaninge pai leitabani na khoi di relief camp da dum lai koi yam chae thamoji da isa chakau ning busu kau ba pangdre ahau ba chaning busu koi cha ba pangdre bi ba ja ba chaning busu koi chir ba pangde koi yam wara lai koi aduh koi di kari upai le koi di kapana ta upai le te kar ka bibi nei ba jing koi ji kar chara ka koi di punji je chi mangai ra ka lai ra bane koi di aji koi di jago me ya yong chalang mo ji da tamoi je dum kap ga la adam lai ra bane
Ajik bazar si da chalaga lainari ba khonari ba mayam se mi krikage inaraga chatnaraga masa singi masu singi chakau bagi punamak langna lona lainari ba ngaktani adu ba khoi gi la loi ba loi dabra lan tauri ba tau dabra hai bisu khoi khangdre ngasi bo muna chup cha lupaga asum lei taba ya de noi lili kem da dum leiu haina ngayok cha phuda ngayok po dumaina ka masa ma da namchalaga lei bisa ko chu yam wai
koi di chakau bidraga ju ya lan ji da loi bi re bo wai ga de koi yum da ta jan bi bo wai ga di phaga dau bune koi jum liri ke ji da koi ga am koi na namjilaga thambi ga doi khara nauri ngai da di ma koi ju loina wami na ra me hojik di moi di yum mai sak ta bani na lan jen da bani na adu ma nungai da moi lai da na ko ta moi na tauri ba mayam du u da koi ju yum da la jara bani ko ai da na koi gi wa kan ji da tu yam khalle yam nungai te koi kari ai ga da mo khang de koi moi la yaw da ma le moi
Unlike the previous years, which was heavily impacted by the prevailing situation in Manipur, this year shows great effort to celebrate the Ningol Sakoba despite many challenges in the relief camp. But the IDPs, brothers and sisters who have been staying in the relief camp for about 2 years and 5 months are eagerly waiting the government to send back to their original home as a gift of Ningol Sakoba for this year. But we cannot predict the time when the IDPs, brothers and sisters will return back to their original home. We have to wait and watch the time. For ISTV News, I am Kumarji Wahengbam with our cameraman Jigagan Sharma reporting for you from the field in Palwe District Relief Camp.
DC of Bishnupur District Pooja Alangbam, while extending her warm wishes for Ningol Chakoba, called for peace and prosperity to prevail among the communities living together in Manipur. Speaking to ISTV News, the DC highlighted the significant bond between the festival of Ningol Chakoba and the rich history of Manipur. She also wished that the festival celebrations, driven by local products, would give the state's economy a lift. She hoped that people will celebrate the festival, cherishing the bond between the brothers and sisters, and avoid unnecessary gift-giving competition.
This oiba Manipur da made in Manipur products mayam se laibiraga akoi khudol pinanaba na mayam da su appeal tawzari aduga handaki matang da akoi peaceful oiba prosperous oiba angkhena akoi gi yaiphaba aduga chawkhatpa Manipur oirasano oina akoi sigi matang sida mayam bu wish nizari.
MLA of Sekmai Assembly constituency, Haikam Dingo, has announced that the inter-village road project, the road from Lamsang to Kotruk via Phumlo, which is an important route for the sports university, will be developed soon. He made the statement during the inauguration of the Senjam Kuno Bridge under Sekmai Assembly constituency by the Public Works Department, Government of Manipur. Dingo further stated that the bridge at Senjam Kuno is also a very important one as it connects to a key road that plays a crucial role in the development activities of the sports university. As the bridge construction is now completed, he expressed hope that it will greatly ease and improve access for the ongoing construction and development of the sports university. He stated that he has come across several posts on social media regarding the road and infrastructures and other developmental projects in Sekmai AC. He said that the construction of a major bridge on the road from Sekmai to Kurkul is being taken up with the support from the NEC. He added that the construction of the road from Lamsang to Kotruk via Phumlo will be undertaken by the Public Works Department with support from the Special Assistance to States for Capital Investment Scheme. The proposed road will be a double-lane roadway. The tendering process for the project is nearing completion, and once finalized, the road will be developed to standard specifications. He emphasized that he has consistently worked to improve roads and bridges in Sekmai Assembly constituency and will continue to do so for the welfare of the people.
Purda khwai maru oina lambi thongi nungai tabasi mapam jaga da yamna nungai tabagi pauk se dumuk tai asmaina sigum mayam le chamana na khogi kaino de su sangmai ken de sigum lambi thongi awa basi adum mayok nari adumak pu yamna nungai ba paw ma hai targadi koi sports university gi sisna achoba jaga ma mafam mo orak panina hojik se koi PWD gi adum department sigi makada sachi gi funding makada koi lamsang tu koktuk taba via Phumlo Koktuk si khogi double lane orakanda masi tender tongna bagi koi sem saraga laira duna lambi thongi marui ba lambi si khar makhai di lambi sina tender togdana semak targadi hena phaba nungai ba prajada semai praja natana koi manipur gi praja sports university gi faunari ba lambi si de hena choba kana ba nungai ba lambi mo orakani haidane samaina thamjagi.
A sit-in protest was staged at Singjamaitingamaka Maisnam Laikai, condemning the brutal murder of Dr. Asim Ongbi Rita, a retired senior physiotherapist from RIMS. Sana Kongnang Meirapaibi and family of the deceased took part in the protest. The Meirapaibi sought immediate intervention of the authority concerned to investigate the murder promptly and arrest the culprits. They also raised concern over the rise of crime against women, children and elderly persons happening in the state.
Justice isn't served earliest possible manner, just like accepting the heinous crime as a known as a murder. So my earnest request that justice be delivered as early as possible and the culprit be arrested so that we also feel safe in our own homes and in our own motherland. This is what I want to say.
The advanced team delegates who are en route accrual for the grand homecoming ceremony of NSCN-IM Ato Kilonsa Tuingalin Muiva were accorded a warm welcome at Liai village today by the locals who have been anticipating the return of the Ato Kilonsa T.H. Muiva to his birthplace in Somdal village. The NSCN-IM Supremo T.H. Muiva is scheduled to arrive at accrual headquarters on October 22 by helicopter from Dimapur, Nagaland, followed by a public gathering, after which he will visit his birthplace. The Naga communities in Manipur are excited for the historic return of the leader to his birthplace after many decades. Preparations are in full swing by various Naga tribes, civil bodies and the citizens. Mention may be made that various communities and organizations from across the valley have also welcomed the scheduled visit of T.H. Muiva. The Salaikan Balub SKL has extended a warm welcome and expressed its respect for NSCN-IM leader Thuingaleng Muiva, who is scheduled to visit his birthplace Somdal tomorrow after more than 50 years. In a statement, the SKL conveyed its hopes for peace, love, unity, inclusive development and the building of a new Manipur among the indigenous communities of the state. SKL further expressed that it would be deeply meaningful if the leader could also visit Manipur's sacred, cultural and spiritual landmarks such as Kangla and the Khwairambin Ima Kaitel, which are symbols of unity, resilience and shared identity, and take the opportunity to interact with the mothers who are central to the social fabric of Manipur, thereby strengthening the bonds of brotherhood. The Democratic People's Front DPF has also warmly welcomed the scheduled visit of NSCN-IM leader Thuingaleng Muiva to his birthplace Somdal. In a press release, the DFP expressed its happiness over the visit, describing it as a meaningful moment to reflect on the long-standing tradition of unity and brotherhood among the people of Chingleipak Chingtam. The organization highlighted the significance of the sacred torch lighting ceremony during the Mera month, which symbolizes communal harmony and shared heritage. The DFP expressed hope that the visit would help reinforce the spirit of mutual respect, peaceful coexistence and unity among the indigenous communities of Manipur. Group Center Langjing Imphal, Manipur observed Police Commemoration Day at its center. Top officials of Group Center Langjing and CRPF personnel too attended the observance. Rich tributes were paid to the martyred officers and personnel of CRPF, retired officers and personnel of CRPF, and kin of martyred personnel were honored with gifts during the program. Police Commemoration Day was observed by Senapati District Police at Reserve Line Senapati this morning. Shock parade was held and a minute of silence was observed to pay respect to the 191 security forces who laid down their lives in the line of their duties during 1st September 2024 to 31st August 2025. The names of the 191 martyrs were read out by Inspector Luni Paute, MTO, and WSI Arini Krivve, reader to SP Senapati SP. SP Senapati Zaib Saig led the floral tributes to the martyrs at the monument inside Reserve Line. Rongway Baptist Church's Council of Barak Zone Women's Camp began with great joy and excitement at Salom Baptist Church, Oinamlong, under the theme The Flourishing Women. The program that was launched to enhance the knowledge of young mother will continue till 23 October. During the 3 days Women's Camp, Tamenglong Baptist Church Sunday School Superintendent Ningray Liu Panmay and Emmanuel Theological Seminary former lecturer Yang Juliu Kamaipui are set to deliver speech as resource persons during the camp. As many as 200 women from 26 churches from Barak Zone are attending the camp. The host church, Salom Baptist Church, has 80 households. It may be mentioned that Rongway Baptist Church's Council of Barak Zone have 27 churches, including from Assam and Manipur states. The resource persons will spoke various topics like family relationship with husband, in-laws and children, role of women in Rongmei society, health and hygiene and identity in Christ, etc. With the arrival of bright and sunny days in recent weeks, paddy harvesting activities have picked up pace across Noni district. Farmers are engaged in hectic harvesting operations, making the most of the favorable weather conditions. According to several local farmers, this year's food grain productivity is expected to see an increase thanks to a successful cultivation season supported by abundant rainfall and sufficient irrigation. Harvesting is expected to continue until the first week of November, depending on weather conditions and field readiness. Now we have the national and international news. The Election Commission has directed political parties and candidates to obtain pre-certification from the Media Certification and Monitoring Committee (MCMC) for all print advertisements to be published on the pre-poll day and poll day during the Bihar Assembly elections. The Commission said that the decision has been taken to ensure a fair campaign environment. For Bihar, the restricted days are 5th and 6th November for Phase 1 and 10th and 11th November for Phase 2. It said the applicants seeking pre-certification for political advertisements in print media must submit their application to the MCMC at the state and district level at least 2 days before the proposed date of advertisement. The Commission said to facilitate timely pre-certification, MCMC has been activated to examine and pre-certify such advertisements and ensure decisions are made expeditiously. The Bihar Assembly elections will be conducted in 2 phases on the 6th and 11th of November. The Japanese parliament has elected Takaichi Sanae as Japan's first female prime minister, marking a historic milestone. Leader of the Liberal Democratic Party (LDP), Takaichi will form a new coalition government with the Japan Innovation Party (JIP) following the LDP's split from longtime ally Komeito. She will formally take office this evening after being appointed by the emperor, followed by her first press conference. Takaichi received 125 votes in the upper house, just 1 vote above the simple majority necessary for victory. Earlier, she secured 237 votes in the lower house, exceeding the required majority of 233. Takaichi has assembled a cabinet featuring key rivals, signaling unity. Koizumi Shinjiro will serve as Defense Minister, Hayashi Yoshimasa as Internal Affairs and Communications Minister, Motegi Toshimitsu as Foreign Minister, and Katayama Satsuki as Finance Minister. The new LDP-JIP coalition will focus on economic reform, national security, energy, and foreign policy. Before we conclude the headlines once again. Mao Liangmai Imphal Markets defies politicians' allegation of Valley people mistreating hill residents, asserts Chief Advisor, Liangmai Imphal Market Committee, Kuraijam Athoba. While awaiting resettlement, women at relief camps fear they will have to forego Ningol Chakoba celebration again. DC Bishnupur Puja Alangbam urges people to mark Ningol Chakoba by buying local products in order to boost the state's economy. That's all we have in the news at 4. See you again with more news at 8 tonight.